Are you thinking of starting a property management company in Chicago? Here's what you need to know. Hey everyone, I'm Christy Marcortis, one of the owners of Landmark Property Management. If you've been managing your own rental properties, or you're an investor thinking about the next big step, you may have asked yourself, should I start my own property management company here in Chicago? With over 1.5 million rental units in Chicago and strong demand in the suburbs, the opportunity is real. But let's be clear, property management isn't as simple as collecting rent checks. Starting a company takes planning, licensing, and the right mindset. Today, I'll walk you through what you really need to know before jumping in. So what is property management? At its core, property management is about running rental properties smoothly and profitably. That means rent collection, maintenance, and inspections, as well as tenant communication. In Illinois, property managers also need to follow strict state and local laws, from the Fair Housing Compliance to Chicago's residential landlord and tenant ordinance. So if you're thinking about starting a management company, you'll need to be prepared for the legal and operational side of the business. Why Chicago is a great market. Chicago is one of the largest rental markets in the country, with demand across city neighborhoods like Lakeview, West Loop, and Logan Square, as well as fast-growing suburbs like Naperville, Oak Park, and Tinley Park. High ownership costs, steady investor activity, and tenant turnover all keep demand for property management services strong. In short, the business opportunity is there. So what does it cost to get started? Now let's talk numbers. Some guides say that you can start for just a few $1,000s, but in Chicago, a realistic startup range is $10,000 to $50,000. Here's where that money goes. Licensing. Illinois requires a real estate broker's license to manage properties for others. That means pre-licensing courses, exams, and application fees. Insurance. General liability, errors and omissions, and workers' comp if you hire employees. Technology. Property management software like Appfolio, Rentvine, or Buildium, accounting tools, and a website. Marketing. SEO, digital ads, and networking memberships get you your first clients. And finally, operations. Office space, equipment, and staff if you're not starting solo. So what happens on the legal side? Chicago is a highly regulated market. You'll need to follow the RLTO, the Chicago Residential Landlord and Tenant Ordinance, which covers deposits, notices, and disclosures, the fair housing laws, state and federal protections, plus Chicago's specific ordinances, and local rules in the suburbs like Oak Park or Evanston's tenant protection laws. Don't forget environmental regulations like lead paint disclosure for older buildings. The bottom line, mistakes can get expensive really fast, so compliance has to be a priority. Like any business, running a management company has its ups and downs. Some pros, of course, are reoccurring income from management fees, high demand across Chicago and the suburbs, and real estate networking that can open doors for future investments. Some cons are a complex legal environment with heavy regulations, competition from established local and national firms, cash flow challenges when expenses hit before client payments, liability exposure if tenant or owner issues escalate. It's a rewarding business if done right, but only for those ready to navigate the challenges. So how do you get clients? Your first clients will be the hardest to land. Here are a few strategies that work here in Chicago. One is leverage your network of investors, realtors, and landlord groups. 2, partner with real estate agents who don't want to manage rentals. Number 3 is invest in local SEO, target pages like Lakeview Property Management or Naperville Property Managers. 4, offer early incentives to new clients in exchange for testimonials and referrals. Join industry associations like NARPM, IREM, or the Chicago Association of Realtors for credibility and for networking. Earning potential. So how much can you make? Most Chicago management companies charge 7 to 10% of monthly rent for management fees, leasing fees of 80% to 100% of the first month's rent, and renewal fees of $150 to $300. For example, if you're managing 50 units at $2,000 a month, that's $7,000 to $10,000 a month in management fees, plus leasing and other services. Not bad, but remember, costs are also high. Starting a property management company in Chicago can be profitable and rewarding. If you're prepared for the costs, the licensing, and the competition, at Landmark Property Management, we've been through the process and know the challenges firsthand. If you're considering launching your own management business or just weighing the pros and cons of self-managing your rentals, we'd love to share what we've learned and help you avoid common mistakes. Reach out today for a free consultation. You can find us on the web at chicagospropertymanagement.com. That's Chicago's with an S, propertymanagement.com. Or give us a call today. I'm Christy Marcortis with Landmark Property Management, and thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.